Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. This is Pastor Rosemary. This week, February, from the 1st to the 7th. Get ready, because this week there's going to be a lot of difficulty between a lot of people who feel that they are rulers. Very powerful people are going to come into some difficult aspects towards the end of the week. They'll start off all right, kind of elusive, but towards the end of the week it's going to get it could get confrontational. However, if you keep it sportsmanlike, it'll be all right. All right. So, beginning on Sunday the 1st, the heads up here is Venus conjunct Neptune. Now this is going to make people think that promises, emotional promises regarding money, that kind of come up from the subconscious. It's what you've actually promised yourself from your own subconscious mind is going to come up and make you promises. If you only do this, then you'll get this. Don't hold your breath, because the subconscious doesn't always keep its promises the way you think it should. Okay, on Monday, the 2nd of February, we have the Sun sextile Uranus. And that's going to cause your philosophy to be in a good aspect with your soul, your dharma, your soul's purpose. That's going to make you feel that you know the purpose of your life. The purpose of your life is, of course, to help others save their souls. You're not going to save their souls. You're going to point the way for them to save their souls. On the 3rd, Tuesday, the moon is going to be in opposition to the little mercurial horned demon, to Mercury, and that's going to cause some difficult aspects regarding the emotions, subconscious mind, and what people think should be done. And people who use their mind a lot, people with their Mercury in Gemini, against people who have their moon in Gemini or their moon in Virgo. So do speak to people that you trust, your trusted astrologers, about where your moon is, because that's going to tell you about people's emotions. If you want to know about love, probably the best thing to do is to find out where someone's moon sign is rather than their sun sign. Of course, sun sign is always important for the life purpose, but you want to understand where their moon is if you're going to get involved with somebody emotionally. All right, that makes sense. Now, on Wednesday the 4th, we have Luna conjunct Jupiter. And that means that Pisces is going to get along very well with Cancer. And also, that's going to put your ability to get help from people who are philanthropists. Again, if you get in tune with your emotions and your subconscious mind. But again, it won't be the way you think it should be. It will be more like you facing your fears, your worst fears. Your worst fears come upon you because your worst fears are where your true desires lie, and also where you find your strength and your power. So remember to keep it theatrical. Utilize your own creative abilities to make theater of the things that you're scared of. And that will cause the things that you're frightened of to become your power. This is going to be a week when you should probably not take dares from other people, especially on the 6th Friday, and we'll get to that in a moment. Because people are going to be saying, you should do this, but you're chicken. You should do this, but you're scared. You should do this. We double dare you, and if you do this, we're going to give you this, and we're going to give you that. I don't care what they say they're going to give you. If it's a bad idea, it's obvious. And if they're saying, I dare you, or you're a chicken, or you're a coward, if they're saying that to you this week, that means they just want your money, or they just want to do something to put you in an awkward position so that they end up winning and you end up losing. So to have it become a win-win situation this week, just pay very close attention to yourself. Express yourself in a theatrical manner. You can be funny. You can be creative. You can be artistic. You can be assertive. Don't be aggressive. Not this week. Because this week, if you allow yourself to become angry, this is a week when it will not help you. It will only hurt you. That's usually the case, but especially this week. On Thursday, and that's because if you put it in the right frame of mind this week, you can do very well. So the opposite is true. You can also do very well if you handle it well. If you remain calm and just deal with it, all is well. Okay. Thursday the 5th, we have Mercury sextile Saturn. And Mercury sextile Saturn is going to cause Virgo and Gemini individuals to team up well with Aquarius and Capricorn individuals. And this will be very helpful in legal matters and matters of finance and regulations around finance and money and financial policy. A very good week for that. It won't do you any good to get emotional this week about that because the moon square Saturn. And again, double crossing goes on there. But, you know, just again, put everything up front in your own mind. Be up front with yourself. You don't have to tell any secrets you don't want to tell. You don't have to take any dares, again, you don't want to take. This is not a week to run around singing Dumb Ways to Die. Bad idea. All right? All right. Friday, the 6th. The Sun is opposing Jupiter. And right now, Jupiter's in Leo. And the Sun is Leo's ruler. And it's Jupiter is retrograde in Leo. So, and who cares if that's an optical illusion? All of life, everything we see is an optical illusion. And it affects you. Besides, that's how conjuring is done, through optical illusion, through optics, right? That's how it works. All of light is an optical illusion. So, that day, if you're going to have a contest, which you will, the Archangel Michael taking on the Archangel Sachiel. Let's keep this sportsmanlike. When Pisces and Leo might have some kind of competition or contest, you don't want it to become a combat. And if you do have it become combat, it's good if you're noble with yourself. Stand noble within yourself. And don't worry about anything ignoble that other people are doing. Because that doesn't matter. Because again, we are all simply dealing with different aspects of ourself. And there is, we'll say it again, no such thing as an external enemy. We'll quote Deepak Chopra yet again. That's on Friday the 6th. So that day you want to make sure that you really don't take any dares. Because it's not really, they're going to turn things around. And this is a time when the Tibetan mysteries are going to be revealed. The Buddhist Tibetan mysteries are going to be revealed. And that's when things like spontaneous combustion and those kinds of things are going to become topics of conversation, because people are beginning to see miracles happen in their own life. So then it becomes, well, what can I do? Now, if the ego gets too involved, then that could cause one to go too far, farther than one really wants to go with these kinds of things. So don't let anybody push you to do something you don't want to do. Go at your own pace. You have all the time in the world. Saturday the 7th, Luna trine Mercury. Then the emotions and the mind and the subconscious come into pretty good alignment. However, that's a day when Jibrail and Israfil are going to cooperate. And there's amalgams of different kinds of angels and metals and genetics that are being created. So understand the mixtures that are going on and the alchemy that's going on. Ultimately, it's for the good. And this, in this week, in the description box below, this morning, information came through regarding the loose bone, which I have put in the description box below for you to read. I'm going to make a little video on that for you as well. And why your soul is immortal and how it is, but also how it could be destroyed and how it can be saved in the description box below. Because what is Christ unfolded on the cross but that which is the immortal soul and the secrets thereof? So you can read that again in the description box below. Now for your afterglow, let's just say this week that there are a lot of people doing dream magic, using lamps and oil lamps, and oil in the lamps, and that kind of magic. And just understand that the dream world, as long as you're lucid and responsible, it's not about control, it's just about being clear. So if you simply say, tonight I will have only good dreams or no dreams, that always happens. That's all you have to do. All right. Thank you for joining us. This is Pastor Rosemary, and join us again next week.